It sounds like we're on a train. I don't know. Just said something, man. So, dude, cat, you're happy on my lap. Let us not change this paradigm. You need to just be content. Why do you insist on going right to my... No, you can't lay down in front of the monitor. Freaking thing, dude. I throw him off every time, and he's like, oh, maybe this time it'll be different. That's determinism. Freaking cats. The deterministic cats. I thought this was going to be like a fiend level. That's alright. Mike, you want to help out? Woof. I mean, you don't have to. Blah. Some advanced tactics right there. Anyway. So, I figured, because I'm gonna... So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna splice these up and pop them on YouTube. I'm gonna... I'll talk about various things I've been studying in my own personal study, as well as... excuse me. Thank you. As well as, you know, stuff I've learned. I've, in the past week... No, not even that, like 3 days. Since I'm coming to the end of this program, I believe that, you know, nothing happens by coincidence. There's reason in everything. I'm about to finish this program. Very confident in my worldview. So I've literally had deep conversations with... Let's see, who's the first guy I met? I met a, there's this guy, definitely an atheist, who wears like 666 stuffs all the time. And just the way he talks. Very interesting. So I talked to him. I met a practicing Sunni Muslim who literally goes around playing, get catch, I'm gonna freaking throw you like a ball and chain. Like a nunchuck that snaps in half. That's how you're gonna be here in a minute. Anyway, where am I going? Oh, to the east. To the left, to the left. So, I met a Sunni Muslim. I met a Mormon who's 21. He's been Mormon. He's from the Dominican Republic. Well, you probably didn't feel too good. Why are there fiends here again, Mike? Show me the answers that you have found in your studies. I'm being in my pocket and being starved for literally like 2 years, I think. I think we went like 2 years before feeding him. He's just grateful to be alive. So I met a Sunni Muslim. I met a Mormon. I met an atheist. I met an agnostic who wore a pentagram. He wears clothing with pentagrams on, but it's not satanistic. That's what he says. He's like, it's not Brahmin either. I know what Brahmanism is. Oh, jeez. I thought he was going to go around the corner here. But he's like, no, it's not Satanism. Well, what do you mean? He's like, it's, you know, just like Jehovah's Witnesses aren't Christian. They're kind of the same, kind of different. I'm like, well, there's actually a vast difference between the two. One gets rid of the deity of Christ. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, we can talk about that stuff later if you want. But we had really deep conversations. The guy, like, and some are young and some are old and set in their ways. It's interesting. I met this. So the guy I was talking about before, right? The guy from inner city Brooklyn. He has been, like, he says he prays to his grandmother because he's like, of all people that might have gone to heaven, my grandma might have. I'm like, well, that's, you know, you got to be careful with that because, I mean, praying to a person doesn't transcend people. That's when you get in trouble with you know, subjective thought, saying that nobody can really know anything. Then you can immediately respond back. Do you know that for sure? I mean, like it's a counterproductive kind of mentality. Not counterproductive. It's contradicting. That's it. People can live morally, sure, without God. They can do this, but they you got to be careful with that because on what is your basis of moral judgment? Is it Hitler or Hugh Hefner? Once you go on the humanistic route, start putting people at the top of the food chain of all transcendence and all morality, then it's literally a matter of opinion, and that again is not reality. When Sam Harris says that everybody should just work on what is good for human well-being, well, you know, in Palestine right now, well-being is you know, peace treaties, and peace treaties mean their guns stay up and Israel's guns go down. I mean, that's reality there. Which is why I say, like, the whole mindset of I can do whatever I want, you can't tell me otherwise, is honestly just, given that freedom, you only have it in America, where you have, or any democracy really, but where you have a lot of rights that are protected by a Judeo-Christian worldview, where people have value, where choices should be sacred. You know, God does the same thing for us. He gets to the point where he even honors your choice, even if you don't choose him. You notice that whenever you make a mistake, or do a sin, or something of that nature, there is no foot that comes down from heaven and judges you accordingly. How dare you not do this? That would be determinism. And humans, by design, have a natural tendency to rise up against oppression. So if we were to even if we were to be oppressed by our deity, and you can actually see this in a lot, like specifically like Chinese cultures and poems and operas. That's what I was looking for. Where like depression is the main theme. Like everybody dies in the end. There's no happy ending, and that's it. Because if you go fight God, even though we resist depression, your end is nothingness. Because that's what he can do. Anyway, so I talked to him. I also talked to this guy who tried Buddhist transcendental meditation. I did it for like 2 or 3 years of his life, and then he said he had a horrible experience. I'm like, well, we talked for a bit, and we talked about the whole idea of like subjective versus objective experience, and I'm like, he's like, you can never really know, and I'm like, well, how do you know that? Like, it's the same thing. I'm like, if you go into pure subjectivity, then you have no choice but to constantly argue and defend every position with no point of reference, and you have to do that for all eternity, and that leads to insanity. And he's like, and he tried to just like atheism, Buddhism is atheism, which is what that was going for, and basically they tried to deny absolutes, which is an absolute statement. There are no absolutes. And like it leads to insanity, man. Like how there are absolutes. People die. People are born. Gravity exists. There is law. At least in law of nature, right? And law of mathematics. I mean, all this stuff is true. So true for you. No, so 2 + 2 is not 4 for you, but it is for me. You eventually. It's very tough to argue in that kind of reality. Hello, Wim. Your advanced. Oh, my face. Your advanced Java tactics have knocked me to the ground. Oh no! Mike, help! We did it. Anyway, what was I talking about? This is what happens, dude. I don't have stuff in front of me, and I try to... That's why I don't go off the cuff too often when playing games. I'll go down a rabbit hole in my own brain. Try to shift back into what I'm playing. Pick up my train of thought later. Anyway, the amount of characters that I've met, it's pretty awesome. Just in the, like, I met a lot recently. This isn't my first rodeo when talking about conflicting worldviews. And the other thing is, like, so Jesus tells everybody, 1 Peter 3:15, set aside Christ as Lord and be prepared to give a reason to everyone to ask for the hope that is in you with meekness and fear, or with gentleness and respect. It depends on your translation. Greek and Hebrew are my to-do list, don't worry. It depends on your translation, but you do that, you know, like the goal, like apologetics in general, it's a defense of the Christian faith. Apologetics, apologetics comes from the Greek word apologia, which means to give an answer to. You want to, whatever your faith, whatever your worldview is, you want to give that answer that doesn't demean the other person. Because ideally, if you have a... What happened? I just saw bullets just fly from, like, what game is this? Yeah, ideally, what you want to do is convince people that your worldview is okay and they subscribe to yours. Then everybody'd be okay. Even that and that comes in like the assumption, like, you know, there is no right way, or nobody can know truth. You can do whatever you want. This is the big one, right? You can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt anybody. Well, again, that's not reality. What if my Muslim neighbors want to kill all the Jews, and therefore that'll make the world a better place? Like, you know, it only goes so far. Do you lock your doors at night? Well, why don't you believe in your worldview that says anybody can do what they want? So, like, why would you lock your doors if you really believe that? You know, people live in that kind of conflict all the time. It's amazing music, by the way. Excuse me. I checked the sign for this bathroom, and it did not have the, your gender was not labeled. And I'm assuming your gender. My little bat friend. we should get our Strike Eagle. Got that sucker up to 4 stars, man. Oh, here's the levels we were looking for. Hello, Airbees. We're getting into some heavy topics. Well, at least I am. My monologue. That are kind of off of SK. I should talk about SK, though, right? The state of the game. I'm going to take a year off. So in a year, if I leave and then come back, I've known people that have done this. What have they experienced? I wish Bob was here. Oh, bye, Airbees. Thanks for stopping by. Use my loading screens as cookie time. So the reason I chose today to start my fasting from the internet is it is my birthday today. I'm turning 38. I am the oldest Spider Knights player in the freaking world. Probably. Maybe not, I don't know. But the, I figured, so when I come back, after a year, what do we think will happen? A year's worth of costumes. Will there be a significant update in the game? Oh, thank you, Waya. Waja! Will there be a swordsman update? Actually, that'd be kind of... And you know what? No. No. Take away all the garbage gunner armors that nobody wants, that just basically fill up slots in freaking Basil. And give us some bomber stuff that make bombers amazing. Give us more bombs. Or give us liberty. Or give us... I don't know. Or rewrite this, as much as I hate to say it, rewrite the code in Unity. So that way more people can program this game. Spider Knight 7. Coming out the year 3035. I mean, they just remade Final Fantasy 7, right? How tough would it be to remake Spider Knight's Cat? Dude, I should get Cat Cam. And just... Like, we can have a counter how many times the cat stalks my lap by walking right in front of the freaking monitor. I cannot see the right half of my screen right now. His real name is Khan the Destroyer, but that name is very intimidating, so I don't call him that very often. Just call him Cat. Makes me feel like I'm superior most of the time. I hope we are like a different level of the animals. Dude, so polite. Just jump in, man. Open party. It's a... Oh, I should have said, hold on a second. Wait until I was absolutely motionless. I mean, will there be a new thing? Like Discord. I mean, like, Discord just kind of eased its way into the whole gaming... I don't know, thing. So it was interesting. You'd see, sorry, buddy. Like, it wasn't like here suddenly Facebook. It's here suddenly game like MySpace or what's it called, Zanga. They preceded Facebook, but Facebook just, I don't know, it just took off, man. The good management of the stuff. Oh, I got stuff to give away for those of you that are actually in chat. Let me see here. Let me see. What do I got? I got accessories. I have Celestial Cattail. Gorgeous. Please! I have a Proto Sword. No, it's bound. Like, this stuff was given to me, though. I'm going to give away the Ice Burst Brandish. I don't know when. I don't even know. Do I have anything else? I have costumes, right? All this stuff might be bound. I have no idea. I might just buy some boxes, too, and give them away. I don't know, man. YouTuber. Exporting YouTube for immortality reasons. Alright. You guys opened it. Where is everybody? Down there, okay. Anyway. So in my job, I'm gonna be doing that. So I'm getting a little lazy. Probably hit the microphone mute button more often. I turned 8 plus 30. I also have a pet, and my pet has like a full beard. I have no idea how that works. Anyway. Mike has something to say. Can't just do a regular shot. Oh, jeez. Mike, you gotta do a backflip first. Let's see how it is. It's okay. It's okay, man. You don't have to show off. We know you're amazing. Probably the best character in this game. Pardon me! It just hits me and runs in a corner like I'm ashamed. Ashamed of what I've done. Oh. I'm not giving stuff away just yet. I know my streams are the highest quality. I'm not the most dedicated. Because for most of my life, I've put other things. Did I not shoot that bullet? Java just went back in time and said, you did not. There's a time where I could actually dodge all this crap. Oh, jeez. Key! I got key blocked. Using single shots. Let me in. But yes. Thank you. Let's give back. Help. Beautiful. We're getting everything that we have needed to get since the beginning of time. So, I don't know if we'll be doing lockdown, because my frame rate's garbage. I might just pull the sleep bomb out. Oop, there we go. Got some mouse chores to do later. Might take some breaks. I don't know. Trans rates. I love it. FSC runners? I thought you guys died off, but I haven't played this game in like a month. Jeez. Pardon me. Hold on. I've been doing Risk of Rain. That game it's just so fun. Even though it's not the most community driven game, really. It's probably the most fun I've had playing a video game in a long time, to the point where I personally will just play it like by myself to unwind. Even though, you know, it takes a little bit of skill. I would say the amount of high-level thinking involved in Risk of Rain is just about nothing. Well, I mean, even in this game, really. I point my finger, you go boom. Like Chuck Norris when he shot down that plane. He just pointed his finger in the air and shot down a 1942 bomber by yelling bang. It's a Chuck Norris joke. It's gotta be one per stream. Otherwise the stream just loses validity. You can't take it seriously unless Chuck Norris is in that mix. Hello. Hello. We did it. Love seeing the green. Is there anything else I can freaking close, dude? My poor computer. Nope. So I'm gonna shut down my graphics card. I could do that. Might get a little tough to see, but it could be a thing anyway. Immortal Mike! Back mentality. So let's see. We talked about a little bit. I have a bunch of stuff written down. Talked about abortion a little bit. Talked about karate. Oh, it's freaking cookie time, dude. I touched a little bit on, I got bomb loadouts, right? Beautiful. I touched a little bit on secularism in modern America. Not a whole lot, though. Do they still teleport? Can they sleep teleport? Well, we'll never know. It's like my birthday cake. Excuse me! Your cloak actually worked. And I am cool with that. I'm glad they can't do their hop dodge while they're sleeping. That sort of makes sense. There should be some consistency as far as the effects go. Yeah, they can teleport after being freeze, but maybe not sleeped. Frozen. Put to sleep. I'm so bad at English. I've been speaking it my whole life, and still it's probably like my third language. My stomach is my first. Yes, yeah, no, I don't know. I think when I hit them, they become alert, and then they teleport. Oh, this one's still sleeping. He teleported. Yep. Freaking Raiden, dude. I saw, dude, the Mortal Kombat has gotten so bloody. I just somehow jumped from Raiden to Mortal Kombat. Try watching Northern Lion play the Mortal Kombat 11. They're up to 11 now. I couldn't do it. 3 seconds in. Yep, I can't watch this with my kids. Like, the regular moves are ridiculous. The people are fighting each other, and one whips out a gun. They're just doing a casual sparring match. Johnny Cage's daughter whips out a gun and shoots Sonya Blade like 3 times in the kneecap. And then she gets back up and helps her up, and they're like, haha, that was a fun fight. And you're like, what on earth is this lie of reality? Like, holy crap. Anyway. I have a sleep bomb. We'll have them sleep while they spin. It's impossible. I've seen Inception. I know the way you counteract the sleepiness is by falling. Yeah, I guess you're right. But it does sound like LD. You know, you have guns and everything. But this is like, okay, very big difference, right? So one of the reasons I like Risk of Rain, pure fantasy setting, very minimal when it comes to the seriousness of what's going on. So I'll shoot you with little beams, and what comes out? Bars. It's a different kind of thing when you put, like, blood flying out of people, and then when you hit them, you see the x-ray of bones and stuff breaking, and then they just get back up like it's fine. It devalues pain itself. Like, holy crap, man. That would not happen. It's just such a mixture and distortion of reality. I really can't get behind it. This game, it's like, okay, I fall down, and then I get back up. You're never going to take me down. But you know what I mean? Okay, the fantasy setting. It's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna win this race. Oh, you freaking... You know what? Don't care. Going in. My entire family forgot it was my birthday till they were all, like, at school and stuff. How was your day going? Okay, honey. Dude, we almost made it full depth. This is amazing. It's freaking cookie time, though.